Hello and welcome to the Fearless Knitter podcast. My name is Courtney and you can also find me as Stitches Please on Ravelry and Plurk. This is episode 28 and today is June 16th, 2013 and I got Sedona over here. I don't know if she's gonna stay though. I don't know what she's doing. Um, it's been a while so let's see if I still remember how to podcast. Um, I know I said I was only going to be gone for 2 weeks, but I took the week before my wedding off too because I had no knitting. It would have been a 5-minute podcast of me saying, hey guys, see you in 2 weeks. I have nothing. But this episode is going to be long and there's a lot of stuff. I did get married on June 1st. It was everything I wanted it to be. It was perfect. She's still here. She's purring. Hello. You want to look up? Look up, show me your pretty face. Okay, sorry. Enough of Sedona. Yes, it was a gorgeous day. What I'm going to end up doing is I'll make a whole separate video of pictures of my wedding and of my honeymoon. I don't have my wedding pictures yet, but I have my honeymoon pictures, but I'm gonna wait till I have my wedding pictures till I do the honeymoon thing. So yes, I got married on June 1st. After the wedding, drove home real quick, and then my now husband had to drive my family to Richmond, an hour away from here, to their hotel because they were leaving early on the 2nd. Then he came back. By the time he came back, we were exhausted. We opened all the cards and went to bed because we had to get up on the 2nd early. We had to get up early on the 2nd. Wow, I'm talking backwards. Because we went on our cruise. We had to drive to Baltimore, which is 2 hours away from here. And we went with Carnival. It was amazing. I have nothing bad to say about Carnival at all. The only bad thing that happened was they lost our luggage. When we parked the car, they told us to get over to the spot and get our luggage tags since I was leaving. And when they wrote down the room number, it was like it started with an 8, and I was like, the ship has 10 stories. That'd be the 8th floor. There's no way. That's like suites and stuff. We have an ocean view room. We should be like on the 1st floor or the 2nd floor. Anyways, so you pull up, you get your luggage tag, you pull up to another spot, you give them your luggage with those luggage tags, and then you park the car, or you pay for parking. Then you park the car, and then you check in. That is stupid, because at check-in, sure enough, we did not have that room. We had a room on the 1st floor. I was so pissed. I was like, okay, so what do we do? Well, you can't fix it till you get on a ship. Okay, fine. We get on a ship, they call the luggage people, explain our luggage, which we have the most generic looking luggage, dark blue. Do you have anything special on it? No, it's dark blue. We wanted to put our luggage tags on it that had our name and everything on it, but the luggage people wouldn't let us. They're like, no, just put these on. Well, if we would have put the other ones on, they could have figured out by name and called my room. Anyways, they kept saying, oh, we'll deliver it in the next 2 hours. 2 hours go by, no luggage. They had this lost luggage area. It wasn't there. So we went back to the front desk. Oh, we're still delivering till 8. Okay. 8 rolls around, still no luggage. We go back to guest services and walk by as lost luggage, and there's our luggage. So we carried it to the room. Everybody got their luggage delivered. As we grabbed it, nobody offered to help. So that kind of had me peeved. I was like, okay, we're newlyweds. We shouldn't be carrying our own luggage to our room. But whatever, it was only 1 floor. Okay, that was the only bad thing. Besides that, everything was amazing. The food was good, the ports were good. We went to Grand Turks first. We went snorkeling with the stingrays. Excuse me. The second day, not the second day. The first 2 days we were only on the ship. So the second port was Half Moon Cay, which is a private island owned by Carnival, and it was amazing. We didn't have any uh, excursions there. We just laid at the beach and it was awesome. Carnival brought all their employees onto the island. Like everything was Carnival. If you bought souvenirs, you paid with your sale card, like no cash needed. And then the third stop was Freeport, which I could have lived without because it got hit by a tropical storm. And we had an excursion to go to this garden. We went to the garden, it stopped raining. We went shopping, it stopped raining. Then it downpoured, torrentially downpoured. It was horrible. We get on the bus to get back on our ship, and the bus driver did a U-turn. My hair's a mess, I'm sorry. I took a shower. The bus driver did a U-turn. We're like, what is he doing? The ship is right there. Cars were halfway underwater. Stop signs, you just saw stop. Like, I mean, it was horrible. I'm freaking out. We're not going to make it on the ship. We're going to be stuck in the Bahamas and not even on the nicest island. Like, I would have been okay being stuck on Half Moon Cay. Freeport, I did not want to be stuck there. Well, they opened up all these industrial gates for us so we could, I mean, we went the weirdest way, but he got us back on the ship 5 minutes before we had to be on it. Just to show how awesome Carnival is, right? The first port, it was really hot. So as soon as we get back on the ship, they gave us ice water. They were waiting for us and gave us ice water. The second spot, they gave us, it was again extremely hot. They gave us ice water and cold towels. The third stop, where it was raining, as soon as we made it through onto the ship, they gave us hot towels to cover up because I was so soaked. My underwear was soaked. It was horrible because I did not pack for rainy weather. Plus, I didn't even look out the window to see how the weather was. So when we walked out, it started raining. I was like, oh crap, this is gonna suck. But other than that, I mean, everything was awesome. The entertainment was awesome. The shows were awesome. The food was awesome. Our room steward was awesome. It was awesome. So if you are doubting Carnival because of their bad reviews, I don't know, I went on the Pride and I had no problems. I don't know how the other ships are. I figure anything with an engine can break down. That's how it is. And I had no problems on Carnival. I would do it again. I want to go again. But anyways, I do have a big announcement to make. I made it at the wedding. Well, I didn't. My husband did. But now I can tell the world. I guess if you tell at the wedding, it spread like wildfire. So I am 11 weeks pregnant. Yay! So if you all know, I did knit 2 weeks before the wedding, and then I knit a little bit on my honeymoon. And then I stopped knitting again, and I figured out what it was. I completely had lost my knitting mojo, and I just realized I didn't grab my spinning. Damn. Anyway, I figured out what it was. I only wanted to knit baby things, but I didn't know what to knit. I need to drink. I feel like I'm out of breath. It's a lot of catching up to do, and I feel like I'm forgetting things. But really, I don't really know what else to say about my wedding and my honeymoon. I'm drinking ginger ale because my stomach is upset. And it's been upset. I feel like a cat is behind me. Oh, there's a little cat house behind me and Boogie's in there cleaning himself. And my chair's all squeaky now. I'm sorry. This is not the first episode. I swear, I have recorded before. I just forgot what I'm doing. I still feel like I've been trying to catch up from the wedding and the honeymoon because I had a lot of family drama right before the wedding. And my house kind of looked like a bomb had exploded, which it kind of has. So I've been trying to clean up my house, and it feels like I'm trying to clean it forever, and it's not getting better, it's getting worse. And then my second day back at work, somebody gave me a stomach virus, so I had to go home early. Like, seriously? So I just feel like I haven't had time to kind of, oh, okay, back to reality. Because I had to do my thank you cards. I did those yesterday. Next week I'm gonna change my name. Thank God, I'm so done with my maiden last name. But anyways, let's just get to knitting because that's what you guys are here for, I think. like I just said, I had lost my knitting mojo, and it was baby related, so I have a finished object. And there, you never seen them before. I knit them on one day. Baby booties. And a yellow, so they're unisex. They're just simple baby booties. The pattern is called Baby Booties by Michelle. It's a free pattern. It's out of Plymouth Dream Baby Decay in some kind of yellow color. It doesn't have a color name. And I knit them on US 5, 3.75 millimeters. They're so cute. I made the cuffs longer so that I can fold them over. If you have any ideas what I should be knitting for my baby, let me know. And also of unisex colors. I'm having problems with yellows and greens. That's what everybody keeps telling me. Yellows and greens. I don't mind small things in yellow because then I can, if the baby wears something girly or something boyish as a onesie. But cardigans and stuff, like my due date is in January, so I live in Virginia, so it's gonna be freezing. So I'm gonna knit cardigans, and I want to start knitting cardigans like really, really bad. But I have a problem with big items in yellow and green, because to me green is boy and yellow is girl, unless they're small, like hats and booties and stuff. So I'm having a hard time figuring out what to knit. But if you have any ideas of patterns or colors, send me a message. I wanted to knit baby sweaters, but my sister said that sweaters on babies are kind of pain in the behind, because when you pick them up, the sweater just goes right in their face. She doesn't have to deal with cold weather. She lives in Arizona, so you put on a long onesie and a blanket and put a blanket on him and he's fine. But that's something I meant to grab. Alright, on to my whips. Works in progress. On my honeymoon, I knitted on my honeymoon socks, the Hermione's Everyday Socks by Erica Luter, out of, oh look at that, there's a carnival. Every day they give you a newspaper and you can tear this thing off and it has a schedule. This is from Saturday, the last day. Or not, yeah, Sunday we got off. But I'm knitting it out of Blue Moon Socks That Rocks that my friend gifted to me at Maryland Sheep and Wool. It's 100% superwash merino and it's the lightweight. And it's in the color Azure Malachite. There might be some background noise, and actually my husband might be walking behind me in a second. As you can tell, I moved locations. I moved from over there to over here, just because of guests and stuff. But the ball is kind of wonky. My ball winder does wonky things. It elongates everything. Just the color and the lighting is stinking horrible. I used to sit next to a window. I don't anymore. And it's later in the evening, so I have the lights on, so it looks way washed out. It's bright green, aqua, blue, and purple. And yeah, good. Can't get this to show right. Here is the leg. I had some pooling right here. I pooled when I did the gusset and the heel flap. Apparently I can count on my honeymoon because I did this heel flap 3 times. I had counting issues. I did the heel turn and like the stitches, the heel was like here. Like I had 6 more stitches left when I did the short row heel, and I'm like, yeah, that's not right. So I ripped it out, I did it again. And that time it was 4 stitches left. I was like, what the hell? And then I counted my heel flap, and it had some of my instep stitches in my heel flap, so I ripped the whole heel flap out and did it again. But I like it. I finished the gusset, and I'm just knitting on the foot now. Yes, this is the first sock. I really didn't, by the time I had knitting time, I was too tired. I was tired a lot. Every day was nap day. Alright. one more whip. And I cast it on a baby blanket. It's the Twinkle Twinkle blanket by Helen Stewart. And I really had no baby yarn enough to make a whole blanket. And it was like 8 o'clock at night. And I really wanted to knit something for my baby. So I ran to Joann's and they didn't have a big variety. So I just ended up with this Bernard Softy Baby in the flannel colorway. It's a light gray. And the blanket has a lace border on the edge, and if I know the sex of the baby by the time I get to this border, I will actually make the border in maybe pink or blue. I don't know. But this is what I got so far. It's difficult to show because you knit it in around. You start out here. I gotta weave in this end and close the hole. Let me show you one side. You make this design in there and to increase, so it makes it like this. I like it. It has this one stitch in there, hurts my hand, but that stitch, but it's okay. It's really easy. And I'm knitting that on US 7 4.5mm needles. And I forgot to grab my spinning, but honestly, it's not that much to show. I'm still spinning the first draft Rambouillet in the quite contrary colorway. I finished the green and I started pink. I mean, it's just 2 colors. Nothing too special there. Alright, that's it for knitting and spinning. I have no enabling. Netflix, we watched The Amazing Spider-Man when we came back. It was okay. You wanted to watch that. It was nothing special. I did it on the baby blanket during that, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. Alright, facts about Germany. I just have a little one this time. Continental knitting actually originated in Germany, and it's also called the German knitting method. I don't knit continental. I can, but I don't. I was taught by YouTube videos, and everybody in YouTube videos knitted the English method, so that's how I knit. But I do know the continental knitting method, and I really want to use it every single time I start a project, and I forget. That's really what it is. The blanket, halfway through where I'm at now. Oh, I wanted to knit continental, but I can't switch in the middle because my gauge is looser and continental. But yes, it originated in Germany. The phrase of the week is "Wie geht es dir?" That means, how are you? In the non-formal way. I'm not going to teach you guys formal. Non-formal gets you places too. Yeah, it's wie geht es dir? And I have an introduction. Somebody introduced themselves. And her name is Britta. Yeah, I can say that. AKA Brewer Boy. Briwoy. I cannot pronounce that. And she is from the Black Forest in Germany. So, hi, a fellow German person. That's really all I have. That is pretty pathetic. It's still only a 20-minute episode. I got married, went on a honeymoon, and announced I'm pregnant, and I'm still having a short episode. Now that the wedding is over with, I have ridiculous cast-on-itis. I want to cast on all the things, but they're all baby things. And I want to knit sweaters for me where I'm like, yeah, by the time I get done with it, it ain't gonna fit me. So, I'm kind of in a dilemma because I don't have yarn to just cast on everything, and I don't know. But yes, there will be lots of baby stuff now. So yes, if you have any ideas of what baby things I should knit and what colors I should knit them in, because I still have a ways to go till I find out the sex, let me know. And it's really all I have, because otherwise I'm just going to sit here and ramble on. So I hope you have a great week, and thank you for watching. I'll see you again next week. Bye.